Okay, we moved from afterlife to present worldly life. We are not considered about we're not considered about future. Okay, age of enlightenment vachaka we are not considered about future. Present worldly life ఎలా ఉంది? How can I be happy at the present age or the present stage? Is nothing but the age of enlightenment or the period of renaissance. Okay, now we'll go into depth. For example, renaissance period. Renaissance period, you have to remember a very important point. You should always write down such points. Renaissance or the movement or the age of enlightenment, this is not against church. This is not against church. Renaissance period is not against church. Renaissance reform movement వచ్చిందేది to awake you and to teach what is right and what is wrong. So choose what is right and what is wrong. We are not pointing here at the church. We are not pointing here at the priest. We are just awaking people what is right, what is wrong. Afterlife. What is wrong here? Afterlife. Why it is wrong? Why it is wrong? I'm not saying church is wrong. I'm saying you accept few principles of the church based on your scientific study. You don't blindly believe. If you get some disease, don't think that you have done something wrong there and you have got this disease. Clear? We all know what we are facing now, corona. People, I know what they said. In every community, people said, you have done this. All the leaders of every religion throughout the world, they said, see, what our forefathers did, we are facing now. Afterlife concept. What our forefathers did, we are facing now. What we'll do now, our children and grandchildren will face now. Okay. So people mindset allow undante, they will immediately, if one is following, everyone will follow. This is in respect to of all the religions. So you should pick what is right and what is wrong. Here, people started studying. For example, people started trusting those who has gone for empirical studies. Newton. 3 laws, very good. So we have 3 laws. Every action, equal reaction. He could see that one apple, right? Basic one apple. So gravity, gravitational force. And ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? Scientific research. Okay? ఒక scientific point of view లో he is presenting to the society. Galileo. What did this Galileo did? What did this Galileo did? Very good. Very good. So Newton, Galileo, all these people made some sort of scientific study. Scientific study lo they have proved certain universal laws. Universal laws. You cannot deny them. Sun. Sun is rotating, revolving, or it is stable. Stable. Okay. And planets are revolving or rotating around the sun. Empirical study, natural sciences, based on the evidences they have proved. So presently life, you concentrate on presently life than concentrating on the future or the afterlife. So Saint Simon, Saint Simon, French, Saint Simon, French law, same like Newton, Galileo, Villalaga, he also has done some empirical study. And in this empirical study, he showed that we should not completely have a belief of what church is giving you. We should pick things which are right based on the empirical analysis, and we should leave which are not suitable, then you call that as an wrong. Are we pointing here at the church? Are we saying church is wrong? No, we never said church is wrong. We only said choose only those things which are right for you. Okay, so just write down a few points on dark age. Just write down dark age. Write down a basic thing. Basic thing is sociology. Sociology as a distinct discipline. Sociology as a distinct discipline emerged as a body of knowledge. BOK. Use this term BOK. Emerged as a body of knowledge to undertake a systematic study of to undertake a systematic study of what people do to undertake a systematic study of what people do in their daily life, what people do in their daily life, and explaining their existence, explaining their existence. Modernity developed modernity developed developed in the background of the Renaissance period, the Renaissance period, comma, age of enlightenment, age of enlightenment, age of enlightenment, on the basis on the basis on the basis what the society faced what the society faced during the dark age, what the society faced during the dark age. Dark age believes dark age believes the concept of afterlife. Dark age believe the concept of afterlife, where the church has a distinct role. Church has a distinct role, a distinct soul, setting out distinct role on setting out rules and norms, rules and norms. The society is carried mainly with the orthodox practices, the orthodox practices and the rulers were not concerned about, and the rulers were not concerned about the welfareness of people, not concerned about the welfareness of people. Rather, rather their focus, rather their focus was mainly on was mainly on wars, was mainly on wars and mainly on wars and in expanding their territories, expanding their territories. Next point. Put a star mark and write. Next point. Dark Age showed Dark Age showed an excess reliance on religion. Dark Age showed an excess reliance on religion. Excess reliance on religion. Okay. Now, this excessive reliance, this excessive reliance clearly mentioned the idea of offering offering and obeying the church, obeying the church to keep to keep to keep a very good future, to keep a very good future. Now you look at, you can drop your pens. So we are mostly into the Renaissance period, mostly into the Renaissance period. In Renaissance period lo we'll study few forms. What are these forms? Intellectual, intellectual revolution. Next, commercial, intellectual, commercial revolution, scientific revolution. We can see intellectual revolution, commercial revolution, scientific revolution. So Renaissance period, based on the background of Dark Age, we moved into Renaissance. From this Renaissance phase, we'll move into modernity. From this modernity phase, we'll move into social changes. From these social changes, we need a subject to study what is happening. We need a subject to study what is happening, which has made the emergence of sociology. Is it clear? emergence of sociology. There were issues in the society. There were a lot of issues in the society. Number of times he has focused this in your mains. Number of times he has focused this issues in your mains. 2017 paper law, you can see question on intellectual revolution. 2017, you can see a question on intellectual revolution. How did the intellectual revolution contributed in studying the social changes and also the emergence of sociology?